Good evening, America. We're here with
Eric, a UC Riverside student.
Highlander, right?
Yes.
And you're representing your frat right now, correct?
No, it's not a fraternity. Actually, it's a organization for science tournament, so that middle schoolers and high schoolers can compete for showing how good they are at science.
What kind of science?
All of them, actually. So there's biology, ecology, and engineering, like electrical engineering, computer science.
Wow. Sounds pretty smart.
Yeah, they might be smarter than me, some of them.
Yeah, I used to work with some gifted, fucking kids. And I used to fucking look at them and just think like, I'm smarter than you, motherfucker. You ever feel that way?
Not anymore. Over the years, I've become more humble.
Not me. And I'm talking like little fucking kids, like fucking 8-year-olds and shit. Like, you ain't that fucking good. Shit. But yeah, what's up? You're like a facilitator of the organization, or like you're there with your own team of little kids?
No, it was a one-time event that I went to. I was the supervisor for a chemistry lab, and for about pretty much a whole Saturday. After I was the supervisor, I had to grade some exams, and that's it. That's my involvement.
Oh, okay. So it's not a frat.
No, not at all.
Are you gonna join a frat?
Absolutely not.
You should join a frat. Why not?
Well, I've tried, but it's not that interesting to me.
You prefer being in a classroom in an academic setting, or what?
I guess so.
Yeah, that's good. Let me tell you about me. Shit. I prefer to be drinking healthy stuff nowadays. I don't know if your brother told you, but I've been almost sober for 2 weeks. I haven't had caffeine pills. I still been drinking, but caffeine pills have been a no-no, you know? How about you? How's your relationship with caffeine? I believe you're a computer something major, right?
Yeah, computer engineering major. Actually, over the years, so in my first year of college, I could drink almost as much caffeine as I wanted, but over the next several months after that, my caffeine tolerance sort of went down, which means I'm more sensitive to caffeine. So only like even a green tea can make me anxious.
Green tea has caffeine?
Yeah, especially matcha tea, which is like a stronger version of green tea.
Oh, son of a bitch. What about energy drinks? Can you take energy drinks?
No, those are the worst for me.
So what happens if you take an energy drink?
So if I were to drink an energy drink, I would do what you call tweaking, right? I would go like lightheaded and be really anxious and lose focus, and
Is that any energy drink, or like just the strong ones?
pretty much any of them. I think there's something about tea and coffee, but something about tea and coffee that makes them more tolerable. But even then, I can't drink too much of those.
I had a friend that couldn't take caffeine either. He said that his doctor told him that his like nerves are all fucked up or some shit because of like too much caffeine. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but
What kind of doctor?
I don't know. You know me.
Maybe I should get that kind of medical exam.
You just need to believe. Here, drink some of this.
No.
So, all right. So you're not part of a frat. You prefer to be in an academic setting. I feel like UC Riverside is the best place for that. No, it's like always fucking hot over there, right?
Somewhat.
What's somewhat to you? What's like the average temperature?
Well, it's more of a desert area, so
That sounds pretty hot.
when it's hot, it's hotter. But when it's cold, like in the morning and during the winter, it's colder. Yeah.
Besides this frat shirt, do you have any like UC Riverside clothing?
I have a few, like a hat and a sweater, but I don't really wear them.
You should wear them. I always, I would be repping my school. I'd be repping CSUN and shit. I'm actually in the market for a new CSUN sweater. So if anyone goes to CSUN, I know Mr. X is still there. You might see me there, because I need a new sweater. But anyways, you guys are blue, right? Blue and white, I'm guessing?
Blue, white, and yellow.
Blue, white, and yellow. Damn. And a Highlander, Highlander?
Yeah.
It's a bear, right?
Um,
It's like a grizzly with like a knight or like a shield.
it's some type of bear, yeah.
Yeah.
Scotty the bear, yeah.
Sky the bear. So what's up with UCs? Like, they have an affinity or something for bears, right? Like the Bruins, the Highlander, Cal. UC Berkeley is also a bear. All right, I think that's it. But you get my point.
Smokey the bear.
Well, I'm talking about like UCs, but yeah, like why is that? Why does the UC system have a boner for bears?
I have no idea.
Are you connected with like anybody in the admin type?
Yes, actually, that's how I got this position.
Some fucking overpaid admin staff member?
I don't know about overpaid, but yeah.
Now I asked this because, I would like to have some UC Riverside higher ups come here on the podcast. What do you think?
It's definitely possible.
You think that's possible?
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to make that happen. I'm trying to be a place for academics. That's why, I invited you here. I know you're one with science. I'm kind of a scientist myself, actually. I don't know if you know this. I'll have you know. Me and Mr. X. Do you know that motherfucker? Have you ever heard of him? What's that motherfucker's name? Mark Rober? Mark Rober?
I don't know.
He's like some famous engineer on YouTube that like fucking makes engineering fun.
Oh, Mark Rober. I've heard of him. Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker has way more subscribers than I do. And he's like an engineer from BYU or some shit.
So what's your background? In science?
Me? I just fucking, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have a background. Shit. But I have you know that Mr. Mark Rober, he did an episode where he tried, getting into the world of boxing using his engineering, right? He could not do it. He could not engineer what he was trying to engineer. What did I do? I did it. With Mr. X's help, of course. We did it way more efficiently, way under budget compared to what this motherfucker was doing. This motherfucker has all the money in the world. Me and Mr. X, we literally went to the 99-cent store and fucking engineered the next generation of slip bags. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what is a slip bag? I don't know do you know who Mike Tyson is?
Yes.
Just look up Mike Tyson slip bag. You'll get what I'm saying. Was Mark Rober trying to do that? No. But that's the only way I could have like a one up on him. So like, that's what I always tell people. But anyways, so you were telling me that you met this higher up at a party. Do you think you'll actually fucking come on here? Like if I tell him, I'm with Caesar is the podcast to be on right now if you want to expand your knowledge, have the regular community that isn't too heavy on the STEM fields, learn about the STEM fields. You think he'd come on?
I think there's a good chance.
Fucking make it happen, shit.
But as a scientist, I can't say for sure.
Tell him I'm something of a scientist myself. I drink this. like a scientist. Now let me ask you something. How's the party scene over there?
I don't participate in it, so I don't know. But it exists.
It exists.
Yep.
Damn. All right. Now who is it that's throwing these parties? Your frats or like?
Probably. I don't know.
For sure. So, tell me more about this. This what the fuck you studying? What'd you say? Computer what?
This degree.
Yeah. What's your major again?
Computer engineering.
Computer engineering.
Yeah.
So what's the difference between computer engineering and computer science?
Computer engineers have to take 3 electrical engineering classes, 2 lower div and 1 upper division. That's it.
So it's just like you take the classes are different, or like
actually that's not it. There's also CS majors have more CS requirements, obviously, like compiler design, which isn't required for me, formal languages, which isn't required for me, and a few other classes, but they're very, very similar.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cause like, you know, I'm not really familiar with that type of shit, but like if someone asked me like, oh, what's the difference between sociology and psychology? They're kind of the same thing. I would be able to explain like the differences. Like there is a distinct difference between computer science and computer engineering. Or is it just like really just a matter of, oh no, you just take this class. That's pretty much what separates it. Like this computer engineering.
Yeah, that's right. Because computer scientists, when they program computers, you could technically say they're doing engineering, like software engineering. Embedded systems programming.
You know, I met this, I think he was studying computer science. He was doing his master's in computer science at CSUN. I met this guy at a party. His name was A-Man. Let me tell you about A-Man. You know, it kind of reminds me of this higher up that you're telling me that you met at a party as well.
No, it wasn't at a party. It was basically a study session, not a party.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Study session at the library.
Wow, I really mixed that up. So let me tell you about A-Man. A-Man, you know, this guy lived across the street from CSUN. You know, this is back in the day, so it's not like you could find them there anymore. And he was actually the first person that told me about like software to use for the podcast. And I remember he was very adamant about me using his like bedroom to like bring girls, like if I was gonna like hook up with a girl or something, he was like, oh, you can use my bedroom. Like I was like, you sound a little too eager for that, bro. Like what's up with you? Like I wouldn't be surprised if he had cameras in there or some shit. But
microphones, etc.
Microphones, fucking 4K. Is 4K still the standard, or is there something higher than 4K?
8K, I don't know.
8K?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Maybe you could create something that makes 8K for the podcast. Maybe your buddy, what's his name? Mr. Admin guy?
Let's call him Mike.
Mike? Yeah, hey, party animal. Why don't you pull up? Why don't you pull up and have a little matcha with me? Now let me kill this, and then we'll end this episode. Do you want to give a little shout out to your frat or some shit before?
Oh, here it is.
That was rough. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed this episode with Eric the frat boy. Hope you guys learned a lot about science and shit. UC Riverside, where you at? Pull up, fucking pussies.
Why?
Good evening, America.